Hey guys, it's Roscoe, and on the Space Couch today, I'm going to be reviewing this Black Spire by Delilah S. Dawson, who also wrote the Phasma novel. This was absolutely fantastic, and for me, she's now up there with Claudia Gray, and the two of them are just behind Timothy Zahn for Star Wars authors. So basically, this is Vi Moradi, who you remember from the Phasma novel, trying to track down the information about Phasma, and obviously she got interrogated by Cardinal in that book, but at the end, he essentially had unwillingly defected to the Resistance, and the two of them had left the First Order Star Destroyer. So this picks up a little while later, where Vi and Cardinal, now known by his real name of Archex, Archex, they're sent on a mission to Batuu, which obviously is the Galaxy's Edge planet where built the theme park about, to try and build a Resistance base at this out-of-the-way planet that's completely of no importance to anyone, and to recruit the locals and all that sort of thing. They get shot down coming into the atmosphere by a pair of random pirates, but their ship crashes, and when they wake up, all of their gear has been taken by the scavengers on that planet. So they're there to build a base and find allies and recruit people, and they've got nothing to do it with. So basically they have to get into the good graces of the locals, earn back their gear that is basically now scattered around the outpost and is just up for sale for anyone who wants it. And they still have to try and recruit locals to their cause. And it's pretty hit and miss. Certainly in the beginning, Vi's kind of a little bit too strident on the whole Resistance thing, and people think, the First Order wouldn't come here, what do we care, we're not important, you know, this is above our pay grade, all that sort of thing. But it's very interesting, the descriptions of the planet, with all the spires, and of Black Spire Outpost itself. If you've been to Galaxy's Edge, or if you go at some point and you've read this, it will give you a lot more enjoyment, because I assume this is essentially like a visitor's guide. It goes into all of the locations in great depth, like Doc Ondar's place, Savi's workshop, the cantina, various other things as well. So they're trying, or it's mostly Vi, because Archex is still a bit injured, trying to recruit locals to the cause and buy back all of the gear. And they have some success. The longer they're there, they manage to ingratiate themselves in with the locals, and they manage to start recruiting one or two of them as well, who think, well, you know, maybe I want to see a bit of the galaxy, be part of something bigger, you know. And then, of course, the First Order arrives. And, of course, the guy in charge, his name is Wulfgar Kath. He is a great rival of Cardinal's Archex. They had come up through the ranks together, and they were kind of like frenemies, I suppose. But Kath went in one direction, the psycho route, and Archex went in the other direction, the defection route. So he is there to basically find an object, as they're always trying to find objects. There's objects scattered everywhere on this place that is of value to someone or other. But of course they realise that the Resistance is here as well, so they want to get Vi and Cardinal and wipe out anyone who helped them. The usual sort of thing. So basically they have to try and defend Black Spire Outpost, get rid of the First Order, but in a way that get rid of the First Order, but not bring them all back to Batuu. So they basically say, oh, we've checked it out, there was nothing here, and then they can get rid of them. And that's essentially what happens. They manage to basically rig the ship with a fake message once they've left the planet and are in orbit, that will send a message to the First Order saying, mission accomplished, there was nothing here, and then the ship will explode. Basically. So it's all like a very, very good book. Archex is very good in this, and Vi is very good in this, and the supporting characters, not just the ones who are from Galaxy's Edge, like Savi and Doc Ondar, and I can't remember the woman who runs the cantina, who always talks in hotties, but she's not a hot. They're very interesting, but so are the local recruits that they managed to get to join the cause. There's one guy, Dolan, who's like a farm boy, and he's got like a piglet that hunts truffles, that's his special pet and everything. And there's another lady who's kind of touched by the Force in the same way that Chirrut Imwe was, but she's not a Force user. She helps them out. and all that sort of stuff. But yes, it is a really, really good book, and it ends with them thinking they've escaped the First Order and that they've tricked them into leaving Batuu and being destroyed after broadcasting their all clear message. But then there's another message comes through to Vaimaradi saying, Kylo Ren is on his way with the 709th Legion, which is his personal Stormtrooper Corps, like the 501st was for Vader, and then it cuts out. And I think that is the point at which the Galaxy's Edge comic will pick up, which I think has probably just completed its run. So when it comes out in the collected volume, I'll pick that up, and that will be the follow-on to this. But yes, thoroughly enjoyed this book. She's a great writer. Like I said, she's right up there in the top 3 for Star Wars writers for me now, and I do thoroughly recommend it. What do you guys think if you've read it? Please subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed this content. Leave me a comment or suggestion for upcoming topic you'd like to see discussed, or like the video.